Here we go. Look out. Carver and Cuthbert, Go Sports Radio. Here at Borrelli's Taproom in Long Beach. On the island. Merry Christmas Eve. That's right. The 23rd of December. Of course, it is a Tuesday. We're not normally here on a Tuesday, but it's Christmas this week. So hence we are here on a Tuesday, getting involved. A lot to do today. Tons of football to talk about. Hockey, everything, basketball, everything going on. There's just a huge holiday slate of games the next few days. Just a lot to do. Mike Carver here with you, along with Paul Cuthbert. Hi, Paul. How are you?
Good afternoon, Michael. Happy Tuesday to you, and happy holidays to everybody out there as well, too. Can't believe it's here, man. A couple of days.
This is it.
Woo!
This is it.
I hope Santa brings what I asked for.
The big guy coming down the chimney tomorrow night. You ready to go?
I'm ready. I am ready. I'm all caught up, man. Everything's good.
Yeah.
I'm looking to just chill.
That's what I'm talking about.
You know?
I'm looking to chill a little Hawaii bowl tomorrow night. Little Hawaii and Cal out on the Big Island.
Nice.
Let's go.
Nice.
Up, and away with the over. That's one way to block out all the Christmas noise, Christmas Eve noise. You got a lot of things to do. You got family around. You got everything. I could find a corner of the room and watch Cal and Hawaii score lots of points on the Big Island, and that's perfectly fine for me. I don't need much more than that, to be quite honest with you. No, I'm just kidding. I won't be watching Cal Hawaii. I'm lying. I will be.
You mean you got us all hyped up like that?
No, I will be. Don't worry. I'll be watching
right.
One way or the other. And there's a lot of Christmas cheer to spread as we continue on here throughout the next hour and a half on Go Sports Radio from Borrelli's, which is super festive here. Paulie's going to give you the rundown in a little bit of all the things that are going on, but it looks great. It's ready to go for their big Christmas Eve party that's coming up tonight. All right, let's start here. Did you watch any of Old Man Phil last night?
I wasn't watching Old Man Phil. I was watching young Brock Purdy, baby. That's what I was watching.
Brock with 5 tutties.
Chucking the rock.
48-27. Niners beat the Colts on Monday Night Football. Smash job for San Francisco, as we were hoping for, as I was hoping for. Because it actually, this rarely happens. Doesn't happen a lot. But everyone likes to point out when I get things wrong, so I want to at least point out when I get things right. I believe I said to you yesterday, I think the problem is going to be for the Colts tonight. They are not going to be able to keep up with the Niners. The Niners are going to keep scoring, and even if the Colts are able to for a little while, eventually it's going to run. They're not going to be able to keep up. And I honestly didn't think that the Niners would score like every single time they had the ball, but they almost did.
Yeah.
48-27. What a night for Purdy. Night for Kittle was a beast.
McCaffrey,
everything.
Usual suspects.
And that the Niners now, of course, they are 11-4, right there with the Seahawks, the Rams, the Bears, and they got this monster game with the Bears coming up Sunday Night Football this week. So, what a job by the Niners last night in Indy, Paulie. Great job.
Yes, just looking all good, firing on all cylinders. Mentioned this a couple weeks ago. This Shanahan not having his team here healthy for a long time, battling through this, and looking good, man. Looking good, and it just sweetens the pot for the whole NFC mix here as far as who's going to come up on top. So,
and I will say, despite the loss, which obviously when you give up 40 plus points, the defense has a lot to do with that. I thought that Rivers actually. Again, for a guy who's 44 years old and hasn't played in 5 years, I thought he played pretty damn well for the Colts last night.
He did, and I gotta read this. Okay, this is from a guy on X or Twitter, whatever you guys want to call it. So, guy
I still call it
Scott
Twitter.
Reichel.
It'll always be Twitter to me.
Yeah, same here. Scott Reichel posted this, and I thought this was really good. He said, "It's a pretty horrible look for modern NFL quarterback development when 44-year-old Phillip Rivers can show up after 5 years of retirement and immediately torch a playoff team's defense."
That's not a wrong statement, and it's actually something that it is kind of a bigger picture thing when you think about it. How poor it is that he's come in off the street. Now, I know there were advantages like he's tight with Steichen and they knows the offense like the back of his hand and all these things. That's all fine, but you got guys that come in the league now, Paul, these second and third string quarterbacks. Maybe have they had, 100th of the amount of NFL snaps in their life that Phillip Rivers has had? Obviously not. We understand. But I think that there has become a developmental problem with quarterbacks in the NFL for a very long time. And I think the biggest reason for it is we're in a world now where everything, Paulie, has to be now.
Mm-hmm.
And it's now. And if you're not good now, you're not good. So go away. And there's no time. When we were younger, back in our day, everybody loves when I do, back in our day, when a quarterback was drafted in the first round or high, it was super rare that they were just thrown in the fire and just, here you go play. And you got to be good now. Yeah. All right, we're going to put you in and you have to be at the top of your game immediately. These guys were drafted, Paulie. They sat, they watched what NFL was like. They learned playbooks. They did all these things. And there is no time for any quarterback to do that now. It's either you're in or you're out. And look, I mean, they throw you to the wall. You're out. I mean, they just don't even keep you around to try to develop you and get you better. And I think that probably that mindset trickles down to how much work is the third string or the practice squad quarterback and all. They're being asked now more to shadow the opponent that week and the prep and it's just, you're right. A guy could come off the street at 44 years old and look as good as he did. I mean, he's looked good the last 2 weeks, and he more so last night than even the first game when he was, because he had a whole week of practice and knowing where everyone was going to be in the offense even more.
You could also see too, he wanted last night to be more successful. You could just see it in his face, and he was animated and really involved in the game. When he wasn't in on the play, he was on the sideline. They caught him there right before he was walking into the locker room there, watching the field goal attempt.
Yeah,
and they just caught this angle of him. But the other thing that you just brought up before, I think you nailed it too, as far as now, right? And what we've been talking about last week and stuff. It's unbelievable how Jackson Dart now is being like thrown under the bus. And now the whole talk about Fernando and everything else, that's like really too quick. But that's unbelievable.
Yeah.
And it's just now that Dart's looked at, like, especially his game the other day, that he's no good all of a sudden.
Well,
which is insane when you think about the beginning of the year. Now I know Dable, you brought that up yesterday.
Yeah.
He was Dable's guy, and he's suffered since Dable's been gone. Yeah. Yes.
I think Kafka's done an awful job as the kind of the guy.
But to think that from the start of this season to where the Giants are now, that Jackson Dart now was talked about. You know me here at the beginning of the show and the series we were doing. Love Dart. Looking forward to watching him, even though they weren't going to make the playoffs. They weren't going to have a successful season. And now there's this, this perception that he stinks. And
I had some Giant fans tell me last night after what I said yesterday to you, that I'm nuts, and it's a done deal that Jackson Dart's excellent. Like, they've already seen enough this year. I don't know how you could. I mean, look, were there some stuff he did earlier in the season in the Charger game and a couple of these other games? Okay, that's fine. I know one thing: the last 2 weeks he hasn't been good. The Washington, Minnesota games, he has not been good.
He's also missing assets,
and that's a fair point too. No Scatterbo, no Neighbors, no the guys that are going to be a big part. So that's fine. We could factor that in as well. But I was told it's a done deal. He's great. So it's nothing to worry about. He's great.
Look, I like the kid. I still think he needs another. He deserves another shot here.
I'm not saying he's not. He's going to be the Giant quarterback going forward. My thing that I've been trying to say, and I thought I was trying to say it to you the right way, maybe I didn't to you yesterday, was I feel like the Giants have now done so much losing in the last 10 years, plus years, that this loser mentality and this loser mindset has now translated into the fans, where they now feel like, I mean, come on, you're playing the Raiders this week. The Raiders suck. You're telling me that you want Jackson Dart to look awful against the Raiders on Sunday? The Raiders stink. And you think you want them to look awful just so you could pick first instead of fourth? Like, I don't know. That's a loser mentality. If you need a quarterback, I'm all for tanking. You got to get that quarterback. It's so important. If you all believe that you have it, which you do, I want to see him show me he can win games in situations where he doesn't have all his weapons. And I want to see him be able to win games. I don't want it to be, well, we're just going to lose to lose. It's so you want him to end the year losing 12 straight games to end the season? You don't want him to have a winning moment like down the stretch here? But, oh, no, well, we're going to pick first instead of third. You know, you have your quarterback. You do that when you don't have a quarterback. Oh, well, we're going to get back. You need to start restoring some winning feelings, not loser mentality all the time.
But that goes back to your previous point about patience, and there's no patience and winning now. And look at how this is turning.
Right.
Look, we're already talking about the Jets firing Aaron Glenn. You know, it's now. It's like, oh, this ain't working, so change it. You can flip over to the baseball side with the Mets right now. Look at what Stearns did.
Oh,
Another trade yesterday. So I mean, it is this now mentality. And
everything's fixed with the Mets. McNeil was the problem.
Well, sure, we'll get into that a little.
It's all fixed.
But in the same discussion, and you can bleed this into other sports, NBA. I mean, guys are moving all the time in the NBA.
Yeah.
There doesn't seem to be, this where a guy will stay. I mean, like a Sidney Crosby in hockey is such a
nobody
rare
does
thing,
that.
or a McDavid,
Yeah.
continuing his
We'll see
extension,
how,
stuff like that. But and then look at the CFB now too, and with the transfers now.
Yeah. Oh, that's complete.
So that
madness.
is sports in itself. It's rare that you get long-term situation. Yeah. Tomlin is a rarity now in Pittsburgh as far as
I just think the loser mentality of like, I don't know, like I would want.
But so many teams are losing constantly.
I know.
That's another thing. We talked about it. I mean, the NFL for the most part is very mediocre as far as the bottom half of it. We talk about in the NHL. We talk about in the NBA. There's a lot of there's more losing franchises. There's more losing programs than there is winning. It's
true. I just feel like your standards and your expectations. Like I'm a big believer in, yes, I know you want to get the best draft pick you can get when your season's over. I understand that mindset. But you have a first-year quarterback who could potentially, if you don't win another game, lose 12 plus. This team's going to lose 12 plus games in a row to end the season. Like, if I'm a new player, Paulie, coming to the Giants in the offseason, and I'm like, I'm a free agent or I'm whatever, and I'm like, well, man, I mean, he looks like a good young quarterback, but he couldn't win him one game down the stretch. Like, he couldn't, I don't know. Like, maybe I'm looking too far into it. And there's too many other people. I blame other people. Blame Kafka. Blame injuries. Blame this. Blame that. If he's going to be as good as everyone says he is, win a game. Win a couple of these games down the stretch. But
it's the other side of New York sports too. It's the losing. It's the we talked about this too. We don't know what's going on inside the locker room. The general attitude of the team. Darts trying to maintain that positive vibe through the whole season here is kind of tough.
Well. Right, and he doesn't look like the same.
He's been banged up.
He has been.
I mean, there's so many things a part of this that we just don't know. In addition to just what we're seeing on the field here.
And look, I'm not trying to talk out of both sides. And it's a little different for the Jets. It's like I said to you yesterday. Like the Jets, they have nothing exciting to watch. There's no reason to watch the game. Yeah. There's nothing it's exciting or looking forward to. Like that is a spot where it's like, yeah, you might as well lose because you don't have the quarterback and you need to get it. If you think you have the quarterback, I think it's better for your future to be like, wow, he's finishing high. He's winning us a couple games, some good feelings going into the offseason. And, this is our guy and but we'll roll the excuse train out for him. And that's okay. And you really want to watch Jackson Dart lose to the Raiders on Sunday, then, fine. I guess it's just a loser mentality.
And I disagree with it. They
complete total loser mentality. And I get you won't pick first. You'll pick second or third instead of first. But it screwed us 2 years ago. It screwed you 2 years ago. You needed a quarterback, and you didn't have one. You have one now.
Yeah.
Whatever complimentary piece you want to add to him, you can get that at 2, 3, 4. You're going to get a good complimentary piece. Oh, then we can't trade the first pick. Oh, so then we'll just lose. You're going to hurt your quarterback's development to trade a first. I think it's gotten too far off the tracks, Paulie, with some of the Giant stuff. I would want to see what I think is my franchise quarterback go beat the Raiders. Like, the Raiders suck.
Nobody's
beat the
happy
Raiders
anymore. And it's the holidays, Mike. Nobody's happy anymore.
Well, they'll be sitting around for the Loser Bowl on Sunday at 4:30 for the Giants and the Raiders. Getting all excited for that.
What's the spread on that game, buddy?
I saw last night that the Raiders were favored, believe it or not. And how sick is that? And that's another, like, that's embarrassing, honestly, in my eyes.
More salt on the wound.
I have got right now Raiders -1.5. So a virtual coin toss, Raiders. The Raiders, Paulie, they suck. And I get the games in Vegas. I would want to see, personally, if I were a Giant fan, and I'm not, so maybe I'm not the one who should be, saying this. I would want to see Jackson Dart throw 3 touchdowns and win the game on Sunday. Like, I would want to see him perform at a high level.
I'm the Giants fan on this dais here.
Do you want to see him throw 3 touchdowns and win a game?
I do.
Actually, like, him, like, smiling coming off the field and him being the guy that gets the interview at the end of the game with the big smile on his face. Like, don't you want some nice feelings? Like, oh, no, well, you know what? We're going to pick third instead of first. So this was a bad thing that he actually went and performed well against an awful team. We're going to pick third instead of first. So this was a law. This wasn't a good thing. You have a quarterback. You don't need to pick first.
You have a quarterback, and you got Neighbors and Scatterboo coming back next season. And,
win some games.
And you're going to have new coaches, new coordinators.
The losing has seeped into the fan base, and the fan base now has a loser mentality, like the Jets.
Well, the Jets, that's kind of
Jets should have it. They haven't won anything. The Giant fan this is the New York Football
kind of
Giants.
a rite of passage with Jets fans.
This is the New York Football Giants. I mean, the home of 3 Super Bowl championships. Like, this is four Super Bowl championships. Excuse me. This is not a loser franchise, and it's become one, and it's gotten into their heads. How does Dart throw 3 touchdowns and win?
We're not saying it's possible. We're just saying I'm saying I would like to see it.
Giants wouldn't fans, you want to see your quarterback perform well against an awful team and win a football game? I don't know. Maybe I'm nuts.
Because it's
crazy.
It's part of the discussion. It's part of the pundits. It's just being compounded. And like I said, the losing vibes, it's a big part of football. There's a lot of losing. There's a big part of sports. There is more losing. And it's rare you get a Phillip Rivers story, and pulling for the underdog.
Since we did all this, we'll do this now in the Who You Got. Loser Bowl 1, Sunday at 4:30. Giants and Raiders. Both teams 2-13. Did I get that right? Because I've been getting things wrong lately. I want to make sure I get it right. 2-13.
Am I rubbing
both
off
teams.
on you? I'm rubbing off on you then. That's
well, I unfortunately said that. I said Kyle Wilson instead of Kyle Williams yesterday, and the Patriot guy who caught the touchdown pass, and I heard about it. I'm sorry. I wasn't feeling well yesterday. I said Kyle Wilson instead of Kyle Williams. I'm sorry.
We're going to make mistakes.
So, we live in a life that we live. It is what it is.
Yeah. Well,
all we could do is apologize the next day.
That's all we can do. I've had to apologize quite often on this show. Hey,
let me just tell you something. It's not like I got, Jamar Chase's name wrong. That guy is a who. A who? Who scored? Like, that's a who, that guy. So cut me a break. 2-13 versus 2-13.
At least people are checking it out.
Who you got in the Loser Bowl?
I got the Giants, and I'll take the Giants field goal. Win by a field goal.
Because all the Giant fans want them to lose, I hope they win.
They
should beat the Raiders. The Raiders suck. Yeah. Giants should win the game.
Let's beat the Raiders.
All right? Loser mentality you all have now. Loser mentality.
Ain't right. Ain't right. Get behind your squad.
What about with Jets? Does the Jets win? They're 3-12. They ain't much better. 2-13, 3-12. Jets Pats at MetLife on Sunday. 13.5-point favorites, the Patriots. Who you got?
I'll take the Patriots.
Well, they're going to win. How about this?
No, I'll take the Patriots with the spread, yeah.
Will the Jets stay within 2 touchdowns?
No, because
no, they won't.
Yeah, I was just thinking for a second of how maybe Rabel and the Patriots play this game, but they have to.
They have to win. They want to. They
gotta-
don't want.
they've gotta pour it on.
Them losing one of these last two games opens the door for the Bills to win the division.
They've
So
gotta
they
pour it on.
can't. They honestly can't screw around because that brings a. They would get a second division loss like the Bills have.
They
They
will
would
cover
bring
the
in a
spread,
lot of
and
tiebreakers.
They will put a hurting.
I
on the
can't. I
Jersey
agree.
Jets.
I don't see any way that they don't smash them with that. I really don't. It's a bad scene for the Jets this week. This Cook's going to play again. It's just
Expect to see a lot of the Patriots in the red zone. On the
Ugly.
red zone.
ugly, 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 ugly. All right. We have a holiday slate. So we'll do the rest of the weekend games later on. But now the Christmas Day triple header in the NFL.
Got another great tweet on this too, by the way.
A lot of people were upset. I called them the NFL pigs last week for
What?
scheduling on Christmas Day, and they're getting what they deserve.
Folks, Mike's just calling it like it is.
All three of these games have really no juice. I guess the Lions still have to win, but they're hanging by a thread, and they've already lost to the Vikings once this year. Cowboys, Commanders, Lions, Vikings, Broncos, and the skeleton of the Chiefs on Christmas Day. Triple header in the NFL. What's your tweet about this?
This is from
Say his name.
Ian Hartitz. Pretty
Okay.
good here.
Okay.
And he has a clip of the three games you just talked about.
Yeah. Three shows the three games.
It says, if you think I'm about to watch this garbage instead of the NBA on Christmas, you're absolutely right. Bravo.
It's true.
Yes.
And I said that last week. I
I'll
said
be watching
people
it
are
too,
still going to
man.
watch. The games suck, but people will still be there because it's the NFL. It's Christmas Day, and it'll be on. You might not pay as much attention to it, but I mean, the Cowboys and the Commanders. I mean, what an awful game. The Lions and Vikings. I mean, that Chief game, like I hope you passed out on eggnog by the time the Chiefs take the field Sunday night. I mean, they got blasted by the Titans on Sunday. The skeleton of the Chiefs.
It's been quite
on Christmas night.
It's hard to believe. I think when's the last I think I'm trying to think back years ago.
Back in the day?
When the Jets played on Christmas Day. The last time they played.
Oh,
it was probably almost 20 years ago, I think.
All right.
The reason I'm thinking about this, I'm thinking of Christmas at the house.
You're thinking of the butt fumble, are you?
The old TVs we had and everything.
Oh, that's
and
way back.
And I just remember because my dad's a big Jets fan.
Yeah.
Saying, Paulie, put the Jet game on. Put the Jet game on.
Yeah, put the Jet
And
game
at the
on.
time, it was really tough to put the TV on Christmas Day because it's Christmas Day.
Yeah.
Yeah. So since then, obviously.
Gonna put March of the Wooden Soldiers on and all this other
absolutely.
stuff. Got to go on Christmas Day.
But now, fast forward, it's kind of now because they've made NFL on Christmas Day is more of a thing right now.
Well, they've pushed the NBA out. Is what
Yes.
they've done.
It's always on. It's got to be on in the background. It's got to be on one of the TVs.
Yeah, I mean,
It's
I'll
either
tell
the
you
TV
right
in the
now.
kitchen or
I obviously
no
have,
sound on.
No, the sound won't be on for me either because
Well, holiday music rolling.
what I do now is because everyone comes to my house on Christmas is in my basement where I have my setup and I've got multiple TVs down there. One TV has the Yule log with the music, and that's the sounds on so everyone can hear the Christmas music.
Mm-hmm.
And then I got a couple TVs behind my bar down there. So one will have the NFL game on, the other will have the NBA game on, and the sound won't be on those two. So
Okay.
that'll be the Christmas Day setup. But the big TV with the Yule log will play the music until the kids turn it off and put, Paw Patrol on or something, whatever happens there. But that's when everyone walks into the basement for the first time, the Yule log will be on with the music, NFL, NBA. That'll be on.
I mean, that's just how it is in America now. It's a little.
I'm also.
It's the Yule log, NBA, and the NFL.
Yeah, that's it. Now I have a different, obviously. I got three, 4 TVs that I just have a setup down there. That's it. Not everybody's going to be in a room where they got 3 or 4 TVs going. I understand that, but
when you need a break from the family,
yeah,
and you grab a drink,
yeah,
you head down to the basement.
Well, that's where I have everyone. That's where I'll be the whole time.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. I'm staying down there because the kids will be down there playing.
See, I have it opposite.
So it's not even like I can go get away. It's where like everyone will be. So I'll sit at my bar down there and I'll watch the games and listen to the Yule log.
No, I do
That's
the other
kind of
way.
how
we got everybody upstairs, and I've got the TV situation. Down
Yeah, I got everybody down there. So it's just kind of where.
Do you have an elevator?
I don't have the elevator. No, not yet. I didn't add that part of it. Steve says, I'm watching the NBA this Christmas. These games looked good on paper back in August, but they suck now. And that's
absolutely right.
But here's the thing, and this is the great equalizer about the NFL. This is why they invented gambling for this day. For not this day in particular, Christmas Day, but when you get a day where the games were standalone NFL games where they don't look so good, this is why, because there's always money to be made. So even though the games do suck, there is money to be made, and we'll gamble on the games instead.
Of course.
That's kind of how it will be. I'm going to take the Commanders with the 6.5. I'm going to take the over in the Lion-Viking game. And I will hope to be passed out drunk by the time the Chiefs and the Broncos start, because I'm not watching that game. That game's not. I will not.
Passed out. Drunk.
Well, I'm just. Look, I'm just.
Michael.
I will not.
Michael.
I will not be watching Chiefs and Broncos on Thursday night.
Don't want to miss dessert.
I'm just kidding, but I won't be watching Chiefs Broncos. That game's awful. Awful. I won't be watching the Laker game either. But at least Lakers Rockets will have. So. Washington, Dallas, Lions, Vikings, Chiefs, Broncos. Any interest in all three games?
Look, I'm just going to say that they're going to be on the screens in the background. And
Netflix.
I want to check out that presentation.
Okay.
I might just be the opening.
It's an all streaming day. The first two games are on Netflix and the night game's on Prime.
Remember they were saying a couple years ago.
So if you got the rabbit ears, you're not watching.
Do you remember
Thursday?
Everybody was in an uproar.
Oh yeah.
The streaming's not going to work.
Oh, it's not going to work.
Nobody's going to pay for it.
They did.
Guess what?
They did.
Everybody's paying up, and everybody's watching.
They did.
They're you just watch the ratings records, breaking them
up and away. Can't get away from it. So if you don't like that, on Thursday, the Knicks are playing at noon on Christmas Day.
That'll be on a TV too.
Knicks, Cavs, Spurs, Thunder, which is probably I would say the best game of the day, and that's the 2:30 East game, second game out of 5. Spurs just beat the Thunder, one of their 3 losses a couple weekends ago out in Vegas at that NBA Cup. Mavs, Warriors, Rockets, Lakers, and for the real late night crowd, and this is again, you talk about the late night bailout blowout in the gambling world, 10:30 on Christmas night. For the T-Wolves and the Nuggets. I mean, get your Joker PJs on and get
ready. Come down to Borrelli's. Borrelli's will be open.
Borrelli's will be open.
Watch the game down
Tommy,
here.
T-Wolves, Nuggets, 10:30 Christmas night. Let's go. Get it on. Get it on the TV. Get the Joker
if
PJs.
Things get a little too tense at the house with the families, come on out.
Come on out and watch.
Coming out. Well, look, the NBA wins there as far as quality games.
Well, sure. It's early enough in the season where nobody's completely smashed yet. Now, the Mavs ended up sucking, and usually their 5 o'clock game is their best game. The Mavs aren't going to be good. Rockets-Lakers is intriguing, although if Luka got hurt the other night, hopefully he plays. The Cavs haven't been good this day. It's not a bad slate. Like I said, Thunder, Spurs, good game. Nuggets, T-Wolves, good game. So they actually do have a decent schedule.
You know who impresses me on these days?
Who's that?
The people that go to these games on Christmas Day.
Yeah, that's a commitment.
If I turn to my wife and I said,
going to Chiefs Broncos tonight over at Arrowhead. Let's see.
I got 2 tickets to see the Giants.
We're going to Nick game. Say you're going to Nick game.
There's no
Knicks,
way.
Cavs. Paulie. Knicks, Cavs at the Garden, noon on Christmas Day. Now, you could say I'll be home by 4. A game will be over by 2:30. I'll be on the train. I'll be home by 4.
No way. There's no way. It ain't happening.
I'm taking it in. We're getting on the train. We're going to be home by 4 o'clock.
I got to be honest with you, man.
Dinner at 4:30. I'll be back by 4.
I'd like to be home.
Listen.
But I am impressed with the people who go.
Sports.
Like even Sunday night, right? It's one of the biggest last day of shopping before Christmas,
Yeah.
right? The stadiums were packed on Sunday.
They were. Because everyone shops online now.
And, of course, the NHL hoisting up the white flag on Christmas.
Oh, they shut it down. I don't. They don't just shut it down. They don't play. They
get out
Wednesday,
of town.
Thursday, Friday off. They give them 3 days off.
See you later.
We're not even gonna try. We're getting out of here.
What? The NHL what?
We're leaving town. Guys, go home.
Bunch of games tonight, though. Some good ones. We'll talk
We're
about
going to
later.
get this huge slate of hockey tonight. Huge slate. Stranger time in D.C. against the Caps. So the Christmas Day, get yourself excited. All right, Carver and Cuthbert, Go Sports Radio from Borrelli's Taproom in Long Beach on the island. Christmas Eve spectacular here today. And Paulie's going to tell you, Bill, a couple of things going on at Borrelli's, including a Christmas Eve spectacular here tonight that
Yes,
you got to
indeed.
go to.
Once again, Carver and Cuthbert on the Go Sports Radio Network, broadcasting live from Borrelli's Taproom in Long Beach, New York, located at 912 West Beach Street. Borrelli'sTaproom.com for more information. So tonight is the Christmas Eve party here at Borrelli's, and we've got live music tonight, two slates, and at 7 p.m. it's Logan Wally coming in 7 p.m. and then the Select will be performing at 10 p.m. They got 2-for-1 pizzas tonight and 2-for-1 entrees amongst all the great drink specials here at Borrelli's, and those 2-for-1 deals are only in-house. All right, can't order them, take out. In-house tonight. So again, the big Christmas Eve party here tonight. Logan Wally at 7 p.m. and the slate at 10 p.m. right here at Borrelli's. Christmas hours. Borrelli's will be open on Christmas Eve, 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. And then on Christmas Day, 5 p.m. open till late. So like I said, you guys can come in and watch the late NBA games here at Borrelli's. And if you want to get out of the house, and if you need to get out of the house, Borrelli's will be open for you. All right. Full support here by the Borrelli's crew. Sunday and Saturday this weekend, I should say, the live music continues, and Friday as well. I did that backwards, but now I'm going to tell you the shows in the right order. On Friday, December 26th, Evan Kariga is coming in here at 7 p.m. and the Select will be back here at 10 p.m. That's this Friday night live music right there. On Saturday night, we have live music with Anthony Gal. That's Saturday, December 27th. Anthony Gallon, I believe that's also a 7 p.m. show. Sunday, August 28th, Current and Company will be here at Borrelli's. So a full slate of live music, partying all week here and all weekend at Borrelli's for the holiday season. And that is a tee up for the New Year's Eve party that's going to be here next week. And it's going to be free admission. So it's not like all these other places where you got to pay, $50, $60, $100 to get in the place. You come as you go. Whatever you want to do, Borrelli's will be open for New Year's, and there will be live music by The Lavish Life at 10 p.m. All right. And then Borrelli's is going to be open on New Year's Day for your hangovers at 11 a.m. with live music with Joe Gunning at 1 p.m. All right. And then just spreading into January to start the new year, we got a couple of great things that are coming up. The Billy Joel night resumes on Wednesday, January 21st. Songs from an Italian restaurant, come on down for the Billy Joel night. That's the third Wednesday of every month. There is a $21 pasta special, as well as half price bottles of red and white wines. Tuesday, January 27th, the comedy series picks back up here with Joe List. There are limited tickets left to the 7 p.m. show. He is only doing one show at 7 p.m. So go to Borrelli'sTaproom.com for information on tickets, or go to Eventbrite.com and search Borrelli's Taproom. Sunday, February 1st, they're going to have the Sunday Sauce competition.
Yeah.
Sunday Sauce on February 1st. I can't believe we're talking about February already.
February.
But if you come down for that, you get a chance to win $500. So whoever makes the best Sunday Sauce, walk out of here with lots of money. So that's good stuff. And lastly, for all your last-minute holiday catering needs, call Borrelli's at 516-705-8674. So there you go. A lot going on here at Borrelli's. They always do. This is not your average boring place. This is Borrelli's. They rock here. Comedy, sports, live music, DJs, pasta nights, comedy specials. It's all good stuff.
Yeah,
right here.
That is
and a sports show.
Awesome.
Just pretty cool too.
I would love to come down here for any of that if I could find the time over the next 2 weeks. I would love to.
Well, you got a lot of choices, so
I do.
I'm sure you'll find a day in there.
I would love to go. I would actually just like to come and just sit at the bar by myself and watch the games. You could come too. That would be great if you came also, and and just watch the games, because I want the vodka pizza out of the oven back there. I want to get it, and I want to. And they're like, tonight 2 for 1 with those pizzas. I could come and get the vodka one and something else with it.
Yes.
Ah,
And a Peroni, baby.
how close are you in the Peroni Club? You getting there? Or?
I am getting there.
Okay, good.
I'm ahead of you. So
You're definitely ahead.
I'm gonna have one today too. So
wow.
Oh yeah.
How about that?
Come back from the other break later on. It'll be a nice frosty one here.
That's what I'm talking about. All right. Carver and Cuthbert, Go Sports Radio. Of course, at Borrelli's Taproom. All right. Here's the rest of the NFL Week 17 extravaganza, aside from the Christmas games, which we've already determined all suck. So we are not even going to spend any more time. If you like to gamble, you know, it is, you know, I told you, I'll take the Washington with the 7. Now 7. Give me the full tutty. Over 44.5 in the Lions and the Vikings. And smash my head against the wall for the Chiefs and the Broncos. That would be just about it for me with those 3 games. Saturday, you get a couple games.
Nice. It's back.
Saturday games this week. Starting at 4:30 East, Texans and Chargers in LA. Couple playoff teams here in the AFC.
Phenomenal game.
Wow. The Chargers are 2.5-point favorites right now.
That's the home thing.
That's the home thing.
That's the
I
home
tell
thing.
you, I know you're your team, your Texans.
Yeah.
I like them this week.
Yeah, I like them too.
I like your Texans.
I like them a lot. Especially when they wear the red jerseys, but they're not wearing them this weekend.
They now got those white ones too with the red.
Yeah.
Those they got to make those permanents. That whole color, the red and the white with the.
Hey man, another 2 locomotives heading straight at each other right here.
Yeah, that's very true. Now the Chargers have the door open to maybe they would need a few things to happen, but the door is open for them to maybe get the 1 seed and win the AFC West and all of those things. So, I like Houston in this game. And the lines move. The Texans actually open 1.5 favorite. It's down to 2.5 for the Chargers. I'm going with Houston, Paulie, in this game.
Man.
I just love. I know they struggled a little bit with the Raiders this past week, and the Chargers are playing good too. And look, I feel like I'm disregarding the Chargers. Meanwhile, they have won 4 games in a row, 7 out of 8. The only game they lost in since mid-October was when they got bashed by the Jaguars, and the Jaguars are bashing everybody. I mean, beating the Chiefs, that was with Mahomes, but with the game he got hurt. Beating the Eagles, beating the Cowboys last week, beat the Steelers handily, I feel like the Chargers are getting a little disregarded in this whole thing. But that being said, I think Houston's just I think Houston's defense is the best unit on the field in this game this weekend.
With that said, I think this is a game for Houston's offense to kind of show a little bit what they got here.
Look, I think the Charger D has been a little unheralded here also. They really tightened the ship in the second half against Dallas on Sunday. That game was a track meet at the beginning.
They also played well against the Eagles too.
And they played really well against the Eagles. I think the Charger D doesn't get the respect.
They forced a lot of turnovers in that Eagles game too.
They did. They have a lot of turnovers. 5 of Jalen Hurts, 4 picks and a fumble. So they plenty of action there, and they did it to the Cowboys last week too. So you know what? This might be a nice under. A couple defenses that are playing well. Get me under. That's 39.5. It's a low number. Usually anything under 40. But when they can't make it, they make it that low. They can't make it low enough. I like a nice low scoring game. I lean Texans. But both defenses playing really well right now in that early Saturday game.
Agree.
The Saturday night game. Oh, by the way, that game's on NFL Network, that Charger-Texan game.
Do you have it? Is it part of your package?
I have NFL. I have it all, Paulie.
Yeah,
I'm not one to ask because I have them all. So I have everything you need.
We've all now found out, too, that if we don't have it, we can come down and hang out in your basement and watch everything. So
can come to my basement, or even better, you could come to Borrelli's.
Yes, that's true.
They'll have it. You got NFL Network, right, Tommy? Good to go. Oh, yeah. Texans Chargers on Saturday at 4:30. The night game's on Peacock. Streaming again. Ravens Packers in Green Bay. Now, we are doing the show a little bit earlier in the week this week, so we don't have as much information as maybe we would normally have on a Thursday because Jordan Love left the game last week. I don't know if he's playing. Lamar Jackson left the game last week. I don't know if he's playing. So we got a lot of, I don't know what's happening here What I do know is this is last stand at the OK Corral for the Ravens. If they lose, Paulie, they're finished. Out. Done. So they need to win the game. The Packers, I think there is actually a scenario for them. If they lose, they need to lose their last 2 games, and the Lions need to win their last 2 games. So they don't want to give the Lions any extra hope, and they'll know if the Lions win on Thursday, of course, Christmas Day. Let's say neither of them are playing, Lamar Jackson or Jordan Love. Let's just say that.
Yeah, I was going to say the opposite. Let's say they are both playing, but I think we have 2 scenarios here, so let's go for it.
I'm going to lean to they're both not playing.
Okay.
Because for 2 reasons. Concussions, short week, tricky. You're asking him to play Saturday and clear Jordan Love by then. I don't know if that's possible. I mean, we've seen some things in the NFL this year, so I'm sure it's possible. But 2, Lamar's been banged up all year. I think that this is good. So you're talking maybe Tyler Huntley.
He's not getting any help.
Huntley against Malik Willis. And I praised Malik Willis to you yesterday about how I thought LaFleur's done a great job making him a serviceable backup, and the game's in Green Bay. I'll be taking the Packers on Saturday night in either scenario. Backup versus backup, starter versus starter. I guess the only way, if Lamar plays and it's against Malik Willis, maybe that would change my tune a little bit. If Lamar Jackson's playing and Love is out, maybe. But I think I still might take the Packers in that spot. I think this Raven team is finished, done. That loss Sunday night against the Patriots finished their season. They're cooked.
Well, we talked about Harbaugh and his decision-making. And
cooked.
So, look, either way, I'll take the Pack at home. Either way. Take the Pack at home.
Pack at home, Saturday night on Peacock.
Be shocked if they lose.
Available in my basement and at Borrelli's.
Be shocked if they lose.
All right, Sunday slate. Who you got? How about we do the games that have some kind of meaning?
Yeah, let's just stick with that.
And then I'll rapid fire the dog games.
Okay.
For you. The Steelers can win the AFC North in Cleveland against the Browns.
Steelers win.
Steelers are 3.5-point road favorites. How about look at this total? I think this is the lowest total I've seen this year in the NFL. 33.5 in this game. Are they expecting a blizzard in Cleveland? Like what is this? 40 degrees. No. Look, I now remember, here's what, again, early, this is tricky. If the Ravens lose Saturday night, the Steelers will be playing for nothing. They will have already won the AFC North.
Mm-hmm.
But you're not going to sit everybody the last 2 weeks of the season. So they're going to play no matter what. I think the Brown D has let go of the rope a little bit the last few weeks. Obviously, Garrett's still going for his sack record and all of those things. But I think the Steelers are going to be able to score some points. And I like this over. I think the number's gotten way too low at 33.5. And I think the Steelers win the game.
Absolutely.
I think the Steelers win. So whether the Ravens win or lose or draw on Saturday night, I think the Steelers will win. This is too big of an opportunity for them. You want to make that last game meaningless, Paulie, because then what can you do in week 18 against the Ravens? You could give Rodgers a week of rest going into the playoffs at a home game, all those things. They're not going to have DK Metcalf in this game, or maybe either of these last 2 games. We didn't really talk about that yesterday, and he got suspended 2 games.
Steelers go into Detroit and play a hell of a football game.
Yeah.
Now they're going into Cleveland. As far as I'm concerned, that's in their backyard. No big deal to me.
Was 2 games fair for Metcalf hitting the fan over there on the side? Did you catch that on the week? Metcalf hit the guy pulled the guy with the blue hair, and he hit him, so he got suspended 2 games.
Only 2? I thought he got suspended for the rest of the season.
Well, because there's 2 games left, so 2 regular. But he's appealing it, so he's not going to play. We caught you in that one. We caught you in the bear trap there.
That's awful.
So
he got suspended the whole rest of the season. There's 2 games left, Paul.
Now, I've seen some people bring this up, and it's pretty true.
Rest of the season, does that include playoffs?
No. 2 games.
That's why I reacted that way.
Right.
Because I thought he was.
And he voided him getting suspended, voids a lot of guaranteed money in his deal. Like that was a very,
you can't hit the fans, man.
Now, a lot of Steeler fans are upset because if you remember way back in week 1, when the Ravens were in Buffalo against the Bills, Lamar Jackson two-handed a fan in the front row as kind of a retaliatory thing. Someone touched one of his guys when they were celebrating a touchdown, and Lamar pushed him, and there was no suspension for him. He touched a fan and pushed a fan.
Did he just do this, or did he?
He gave him a good two-hand and knocked the guy over.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know.
Now, some would say, yeah, but the fan touched the guys first. Metcalf went over and grabbed this guy and whacked him.
I did. I saw it. I saw it.
Suspended.
Probably deserved it with the wig he was wearing.
2 games. I like the Steelers. They'll win the game as we circle it all the way back. The Jags are in Indy against the Colts. The Colts are technically still alive. They're hanging by a thread. They need to win their last 2 games, and they need Houston to lose their last 2 games. So I will give you a scenario here, Paulie. They play each other the last game of the season, Houston and Indy. We both think Houston's going to win on Saturday, but they could easily. That's a kind of a coin flip game. They could lose, and that might give the Colts a little gas here against Jacksonville.
I think the Colts done.
Old man Phil, not going to do it, huh?
Yeah, I think it's done. I mean, look,
Jags are playing really well right now. And sometimes when the Jags
Frisco kind of
are playing this well, this is the time to go after them.
Yeah, I would say, if it was a different time, a different Jags team, that team is pumped. They're believing in themselves, and they're rolling. This is a bad time for the Colts to be playing the Jags. I think the Jags win that game big, and I think Frisco just opened up a whole lot of holes on that squad, and they're just gonna go after Rivers constantly.
I
put him on his back.
I'm taking the Colts.
Oh, man. Why?
Because everyone is going to pump the Jags up this week after winning in Denver, and they have been. And Lawrence has played great.
He has.
They've been on a run. They look outstanding.
Down on the Jags, man.
This is the week. Everyone's going to be on the Jaguars this week.
Yeah, me too.
You want to lay 7 on the road with the Jaguars?
Yeah.
Give me the Colts, and they could win the game outright.
All right, we're gonna. This will be a topic of discussion on Monday when we're back here next week.
Remember, we're here Monday and Tuesday again next week.
Yes, so
because of the New Year holiday.
I don't know, buddy.
New Year's Day.
I don't know if you should be that confident with that
New
team,
Year's
man.
Day. Do-do-do. What a great song.
You too, baby.
You too, New Year's Day. I'm on the Colts with the points, and I think they can win the game outright.
I think you're out of your mind.
The Bucs are in Miami against the Dolphins. Dolphins look like they've, after a really nice win streak, to kind of look like they were saving their season a little. Now, last Monday in Pittsburgh, and then, a week ago Monday, and then, of course, this past week against Cincinnati, a couple really bad performances. And the Bucs, I gave you yesterday, what have they lost? 5 out of 6? Like, they've just looked awful. 6 out of 7?
Not interested in this game.
Well, look.
Can we move on here?
Well, the Bucs need to win.
I don't care.
Unless the Panthers lose too. Now, I'm going to get to that game next. I think the Bucs will beat the Dolphins, Paulie.
Yeah. Well, they should.
As long as the Bucs win, that makes that last week of the season Bucs Panthers for the division. They just need to win
another
the
team I can't stand.
Panthers are home for the Seahawks.
Seahawks
chasing the 1.
Hey,
7.5-point road favorites in Carolina against the Panthers. Long trip, the Pacific Northwest, all the way to Charlotte. Early kick.
Nah,
blah, 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 blah.
Seahawks.
I think the Seahawks win. Give me the Panthers with the points.
What's the spread?
7.5.
Damn it.
Seahawks are a much better team, but this Panther team, when they're dogs, they show up.
They didn't show up when I wanted them to show up a couple weeks ago, but, is what it is. I'm going to take the Seahawks.
All right. Hawks for you.
Yeah.
Sunday night. Bears-Niners in Santa Clara. A couple of 11-4 teams. Winner will still have a chance at the 1 seed, depending on what goes on with Seattle. And if it's the Niners, they'll play Seattle the last game of the year for a chance to take it. Niners are 3-point favorites at home over the Bears.
This is where it stops.
For the Bears.
It stops. Yes, the train comes to a stop this Sunday night.
Wow.
Niners.
You're definitive about this.
Yes. Yes, they've the Bears love them, love the run. They've also had quite a bit of luck on their side.
We've been doing this every week, by the way. Bears love the run, but they've had a lot of luck.
A lot of luck. And some great individual performances. Not going to take that away. When they've been given the moment, they've taken advantage of it. It stops in Frisco this Sunday night.
All right.
Brock and the boys. They're going to have to hurt Brock. They're going to have to get Brock out of the game. It's the only way they win.
I think we have to stop disrespecting the Bears a little bit in terms of just a lot of luck. And I think that they've earned some respect with some of the things that they've done the last few weeks. This is a tricky game for me. I think the Niners are going to win, but I wouldn't want to lay the 3. I think this is going to be a close game. I think this game's down to the end. I don't know. If it was points, I might take the 3 with the Bears. Maybe I can get a 3.5. I probably won't get a 3.5 by Sunday night.
Don't do it.
But the Niners, I think, are going to win the game. I want that Niners Seahawk week 18 for the marbles. So I'm going to go there with that.
Make a stand here, Niners. Your house. Show them who's boss. Let's go. Bring them down to earth.
I think Niners, but it's going to be closer than maybe people like you think. I think it's going to be a close game.
I don't think the Niners are going to run all over them and I think it's going to be close too, but I think the Niners are going to win out here eventually.
So you think they're going to be the 1 seed in the NFC? You think they're going to win out, get the bye, do all that?
I'm not jumping that far ahead.
Well, if they win out, they get it. The destiny's in their hands.
So let's take the Bears first. I'm still respecting the Bears here. I'm just saying it stops. Stops here in Frisco.
All right. One other game from Sunday that I skipped over because of the way my ESPN app works, it skips my favorite teams to the top, and I was going down this, and that's, of course, the Bills in Buffalo, 425 against the Eagles. Bills, Eagles. John asked in here, can the Bills defense show up long enough for Josh to put his cape away? Well, I got to tell you, John, honestly, they might have to because I think Josh is banged up in that. He got banged up in that Brown game. Now, he's going to play. He never misses a game. And this is a tough one. It's a tough one for me because obviously there's some emotion attached to it when I look at this game.
Sorry, buddy. Sorry, so emotion.
Well, Bills, but I feel like Bills at home late in the year, they find a way to get the job done. But what they usually do, Paulie, is run the ball. And I don't know if that's going to be so easy against the Eagles. Pretty good run defense. So could be a tough matchup for them. Could be if it turns into a Allen versus Hurts kind of shootout like he did in Philly a couple years ago, I think I'm going to take the Bills just because Allen's been a little bit better than Hurts, obviously, this year. So I'm going to go with the Bills at home. 2.5-point favorites against the Eagles. Oh, 1.5 now. It's heading towards the Eagles. That's because Allen's going to be banged up. I don't trust the Bills defense ever, John. So I just don't trust them. And if you watch the Bills the last few weeks, they have been run on by everyone. And I know the Eagles have struggled to run the ball with Barkley this year. All it takes is one big breakout game. Could be this week. But I think it's a back and forth game. I think the Bills just find a way.
I'm gonna mix it up here, pal.
Mix it up.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the Eagles. Take the Eagles. See if they can go in to a big house there in Buffalo and reinforce whether or not they're a team to be dealt with here in the NFC.
Okay.
With all the talk about the Niners and the Seahawks. Let's see.
They're kind of starting to get left out of it now, huh? Everybody's kind of
the Bears and all
leaving
that
them
stuff.
out.
Yeah, exactly. So let's see what Jalen, Saquon, and the boys can do here.
Okay.
And maybe the defense steps up here and the Eagles find a way to stymie the Bills Superman in his own house.
Okay.
All right.
Sounds good.
And I hate to do this to you.
Hey, listen, you know, it is what it is. I'd like the Bills to stay in that 5, and you know, if the Texans beat the Chargers, the Bills can kind of take that 5 over by themselves. You know,
well, that's gonna That's either going
There's
to
a lot of
change or stay the same.
jockeying for position these last 2 weeks. We kind of know who's in. Like, everything's kind of set aside from Bucks Panthers, and we kind of know who's going to be in the playoffs. It's more where are they going to be lining up and who's going to play who once we get to
How you feeling right now? You at a point here in the NFL season where you start to get a little sad because it's coming to an end.
Yeah, that does happen.
Or are you looking just excited and pumped for the playoffs?
Well, I'm excited and pumped for the playoffs, but there is I as much as I love the playoffs, I probably love the week in and week out schedule more. Like, I love having.
I kind of like that the fat's being trimmed here and we start.
Yeah, but I like having a full Sunday of games, and am I going to miss the Thursday night games? No, I'm not going to miss that like that. But even Monday nights, like, I miss that full Sunday of having all those games at 1 and 4. And I know you trim the fat and you get all that down, but I love NFL Sundays. It goes so fast.
4 months.
It goes so fast. Here's the rest of the slop on Sunday for you. Saints at Titans.
Have fun.
Cardinals at Bengals.
Well, Burrows looked good the other day. So, I mean,
sure.
I don't know. They mean nothing.
We already gave you the loser bowl with the Giants and the Raiders. Yeah. That's on Sunday. And we'll actually be here Monday, so we could do Rams-Falcons on Monday.
Yeah.
We're here. So that game will be a Monday night game. Yeah, they're all right. They're going to be fine.
Oh, come on, man.
They're going to be fine.
They blew that game.
They did. They did blow the game, but they're going to be okay. Nothing to worry about. So full NFL Week 17 headed your way. 3 games on Thursday, 2 games on Saturday, Sunday games, a Monday night game. If you need to get away from the family and watch some football, you have it over the next few days. And we'll be back here Monday to talk about all of it. Carver and Cuthbert Go Sports Radio from Borrelli's Taproom in Long Beach, of course, on the island as we get you ready. This is Christmas Eve. We'll come back. We've got a bunch of bowl games today and the rest of the week that I want to give you. We got a lot of great puck, including Strangers in D.C. tonight, Islanders Devils at the horse track. So, and then the NHL, as you put it nicely earlier, waves the white flag for a few days and lets everyone else take over the stage. So we've got a few other things to do. Carver, Cuthbert, Go Sports Radio. We're back at Borrelli's right after this. And we're back. Carver and Cuthbert goes. No, we're not back. And we're back. Carver and Cuthbert, Go Sports Radio, Borrelli's Taproom in Long Beach on the island.
Cheers, Mike.
Cheers, yes. The Christmas Eve with the Yule log
Everybody
on
out
up there.
there?
Time to get the Yule log up.
And cheers to everybody who's been tuning into Carver and Cuthbert here.
Yeah.
Over these first 14 shows.
Is that what it is?
Yep. All the clips on all the platforms. We appreciate you guys. Cheers.
All the love. All of it. Here as we get going. Woo! All right. As you mentioned earlier, the NHL waves the white flag on the 24th, 25th, and 26th. No games across the league. Everything shuts down. No movement, no trades, no sending guys up and down, no nothing. Everyone just go home and enjoy family.
No NHLPA members trying to kill other NHLPA members. Man, there's been a lot of
some
garbage going on.
Some
these last
dirty,
couple weeks.
cheap hits and play you are referring to.
Yes.
Wow.
NHLPA. Guys are killing each other.
Yeah, they don't. There's not a lot of. You're saying they're
the only time they come together is collective.
Are you saying that they don't respect their peers? Is what you're saying? They don't respect their peers.
You know, it's the same old thing all of us
sport.
NHL fans would say. If we did some of the stuff that they do on the ice in the streets, we'd all be in jail.
It's probably true.
I mean, cross checks to the face.
Yeah, that's ugly.
The hits from behind.
Tripping guys' knees, getting guys hurt. It's just
going out to drinks with your friends and dinner, and cutting yourself.
Not ideal. Not ideal. So that means because they shut down for 3 days, you get, I believe it's 15 games tonight. Wait, I might be wrong, Matt. It might be 13 games, I think. What do you got there? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13.
13 games.
So you have 13 games tonight. Almost the whole league is playing, including, I told you yesterday, there's a triple header on TNT. If you want to get up early for 4 o'clock for Leafs and Penguins.
Getting up early.
Well, in the hockey sense, that's, getting up early.
Getting up early for a 4 o'clock game.
4 o'clock game.
All right. Followed
by Wings, Stars. And then, you couldn't find a better game than Blackhawks and Flyers. But God forbid we don't put one of those big markets in there in the night game. Couldn't give me a little Kraken and Kings,
as well as the rest of us NHL fans know, the NHL is not very good with marketing. They're good
pretty
with promoting the sport.
They're not good.
They're just not really good at.
They're really good at anything, to be fair.
Yeah,
but I did see they started putting the ice down in Florida for the Rangers and the Panthers on New Year's Day. The Winter Classic indoors. They got a roof.
Where are they playing?
Playing at the Marlins place. They're playing where the Marlins play.
The Marlins Park has a roof?
Yeah.
I had no idea.
Yeah. Marlins Park's got a roof. Wow. And the NHL has said they're going to do whatever they can to make sure the roof's open that day. But
kudos to the NHL for putting it in a place that has a roof down in South Florida.
They better pump it's got
not even South Florida.
Got outside. It is. Yeah, no, it's South Florida.
Yeah,
it's
right.
South Florida. Is, yeah. And it's got kind of some openings and all that. But Rangers and Panthers on New Year's Day. Man, get the sunblock out.
It certainly will be strange.
It will be strange.
It will be strange.
Let's play all our outdoor games in Florida this year. That was another brilliant idea by them. But we also complain when they have it at the same places every year. So I guess we got to give them some credit for thinking outside the box.
The ice guys got their work to do.
They have a lot of work to do.
Can you imagine that meeting? What? We're having the games where?
I have him. It's down in South Florida. You want to Tampa?
Come on.
Come on. Anyway, 13 games tonight. Rangers are in DC against the Caps. We've kind of beaten it around with the Rangers. They've done a bad job in a lot of areas. Every time you get a little good nugget like the win against the Flyers on Saturday, they come back and lose a game like they did to the Predators on Sunday night. It's a little bit of on and off for the Strangers. And they haven't had a lot of success against the Caps, Paulie. They've been real bad against the Caps the last couple of years.
Rangers are 1 point out of a wild card spot.
So it's not that big a deal.
It doesn't mean
they could be in one tonight.
The Caps here, they're 2 points. So if the Rangers win tonight,
yeah,
right, Then they're tied with the Caps for third place in the division.
Man, the Rangers have played a lot more games than the Caps, huh? 19. I'm trying to do the math in my head real fast. For 2 more games. That's it. They played 2 more games than them. So.
Again, I hate, unfortunately, especially fans and viewers of this show, when it comes to the NHL, there's been a lot of repetition here. It's just, it's December, almost January here. And this year, especially with the Olympics, they're going to play for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and then it shuts down. So
we got a very packed month of January. These teams are going to play a lot of games in January ahead of the Olympics. So you have a lot of games coming through.
But nobody's really making a move here is what I'm trying to say.
Well, other than, Colorado and Dallas are smashing it, or they're running away and hiding from everybody. But other than that, yes, that's very true.
Avs with 59 points, Dallas with 55. And then Minnie's behind them there with 49.
Yeah, and then nobody in the East.
New York Carolina Hurricanes at 47 points. 45.
Well, but
so 47, 45, and then the Rangers,
let's
as bad as they are, at 41, so is everybody else.
Look,
they're at 40.
Colorado and Dallas are in a class by themselves right now in the league. And I know Minnesota's making a push to join those guys, but you saw what happened when they played Colorado on Sunday. They got put back in their seat a little bit. Fine, that's all fine, but they got put back in their seat a little bit.
Absolutely.
So by the Avalanche. Islanders Devils at the horse track tonight. Devils got Hughes back the other day, even though they still lost to the Red Hot Sabres, who were playing the Senators tonight. Both those teams, the Senators have won 4 in a row. Sabres have won 6 in a row.
I like the Sens. That's a good young team. Good stuff.
And like I said, the Devils got Hughes back. Isles don't have Sorokin tonight. They're going to play Rittich. Sorokin's
what's going on there, please?
He's nursing some injury, and they felt it was best with the white flag 3 days off to give him like a full week. So he'll probably play the Ranger game Saturday.
What's the name of the kid who's been
Rittich?
Rittich. Okay.
He's not really a kid. He's a journeyman backup.
Well, for me, he's a kid. I'm an old man, so.
Strangers and Islanders on Saturday at the horse track.
Can't get a ticket either, man.
6 o'clock face-off on a Saturday.
You could, but you can spend a lot of money. So
that's true.
But that's good. It's good stuff.
How many? Well, I don't know since they've gone to the horse track, what's been usually back at the old barn, the Rangers would really, take the place over, I guess would be a nice way to say it. I don't know if that's been the same at the horse track. I haven't been to any Islander Ranger games at the horse track yet to really tell you the.
Oh, you're talking about as far as the fans. I think the Ranger fans have made a pretty good showing at the horse track UBS games. Yeah,
so they will on Saturday too.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay,
I think so.
Let's get through tonight first.
Well, you know how you can tell is in the past, like I said, you could pretty much snag a couple of tickets or you might, depending on where the Islanders were in their season, you'd have Islander fans dumping those tickets.
Right.
But you can't get a ticket Saturday night, man. Believe me, I have tried.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, they're well.
I mean, people with season
just for
tickets.
for
people with season tickets.
Yeah, I know. But when you get up to,
I know
when you want to bring 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, you want to bring I know. Don't have to tell me. It's been hard to hard to take with 4 of us to go to a game. It's not so. But I have to go to Star Wars night in March. That's the one I've been already jettisoned to. That I have to go to Star Wars night. The little guy wants to go to Star Wars night, so I think that's the first weekend in March or something. So I'm going to Star Wars night. That'll be my take the whole family game this year. It's that one.
My little guy's not a Star Wars fan. It's crazy. I mean, he's 12 now. He's 12 now, but he never was.
He never. Yeah, Williamson.
Yeah, I think he's got a Grogu sweatshirt in the drawer there.
Oh, the Grogu.
That's about it.
Gotta have the Grogu. Other than that tonight, so I think.
Well, I think we got to talk about the Maple Leafs here a little bit as far as their problems. There's talk about possible coaching change.
Chop them.
Really?
Try another guy.
It is nice to see.
Wait, how many coaches does it take before you realize that it's actually the players?
I've always said, me.
Keep cycling them through.
That's a country club.
Bring another one in. Why not?
Pretty boys up there in Toronto. They've caused more trouble, these guys, that crew, than anything. So what? Babcock, Keith. Now it's Berube.
Oh, we could go through. Yeah. I mean, wasn't there someone else in there
And
too?
then then at the end of the year they wasn't tough enough, so they went out and guys like Foligno and they've gotten Reeves.
Tough guys.
They've done everything.
Yeah.
So, but look, I was an old Maple Leafs fan back in the early '90s and stuff, and even the old days because
Dougie G.
Dougie loved Gilmore, one of my favorite players of all times.
Dougie G.
Even when Sundin was there, good stuff. But these guys, this crew,
they're gutless. Let's just call it like it is.
Yeah, and
they're gutless.
I don't know where these guys with their contracts and stuff. I mean, these guys have been given everything. They've been given everything. And like us in the hockey world, like Toronto is the center of the hockey universe. And they can't get it done.
It hasn't been since the 60s.
Hasn't
been the center of the hockey universe.
It's
been a long haul for them.
And they haven't won anything in a long, long time.
I like I think it's going to be tough for the Islanders tonight, by the way. I think the Devils getting Hughes back tonight. I think that's going to be tough for them. Especially with Rittich in goal.
Game 2, he's got a
Islanders
game
have been
under his
slipping
legs.
the last couple games, too. Isles had a rough weekend with Vancouver and Buffalo.
Wow, so the confidence is down a little bit on the Isles, huh?
Maybe. They got to get to this break.
I think the Isles stand.
And then they jump out against the Rangers.
I'll take the Islanders tonight.
All right.
Take them.
Fine.
Take them home.
Other good game tonight. Hurricanes blew a 3-0 lead in Florida last Friday night.
Okay.
They have had all kinds of problems with the Panthers. Obviously, Panthers beat them in 5 in the playoffs last year. The Hurricanes, if there's one kryptonite for them, it's obviously Florida. Florida's really, I think because the game is so close to when they just blew this 3-0 lead, I think there's a good spot for Carolina tonight. I think that they're going to beat the Panthers. That's a game I really like. And especially in terms of the gambling aspect, I think that the Hurricanes tonight at home, with that bad taste in their mouth still, and they've lost a couple games in a row now. Florida has obviously started playing better. They've decided to turn their season on, which they're allowed to do.
That's by design, man.
Oh, I know that.
Maurice is a Jedi,
but they've already shown that they could do it. They did it last year. They didn't start playing until January, and they won the cup again.
Yep.
He's just doing a little earlier this year because they don't have any games in February, so he's got to do it a little bit earlier than last year. I think the Wild will bounce back after getting smashed by the Avalanche. I think that they'll flex a little muscle against the Preds at home. We got in the Battle of Alberta tonight. Flames Oilers.
Nice.
Always fun.
It's not like it used to be, though.
No. Sharks Vegas. And the Kraken are in LA. The Kings have looked completely gutless the last couple weeks. And this is another gambling note for you. The Kraken, would you believe, they have not won on the second night of a back-to-back in years.
Well,
I'm not even being...
They've been around for a few years.
And I'm not even being like throwing a... Last season, the 24-25 season, they were 0-12 on the second night of a back-to-back. They did not win a game on the second night of a back-to-back last year. 0-12, and this year they're already 0-3. They've lost their last 15 games over the last 2 seasons on the second night of a back-to-back. But are the Kings so gutless lately that they will break that streak tonight and the Kraken will win on the second night after winning at the Duck Pond last night, Seattle.
Mm-hmm.
And the Kings looking gutless at home against Columbus. Both teams on the second night of a back-to-back. Is it there for the Kraken tonight to break that long losing streak on the second night?
It's not a great game.
It's not a great game.
It's not a great game.
I would have preferred Sharks Vegas instead of that Philly Blackhawk game as the third game of the TNT doubleheader, but that's just me.
Yeah. I mean, at least with the Sharks, you're getting Celebrini, however you want to celebrate.
Yes.
The Beanie's name.
Celebrini.
So
good night of hockey.
Yeah, it's a good night of hockey. I like the Mammoth Avalanche too, man. I like Utah. I mean, that'll be interesting to see if they can kind of maybe give the Avs a little bit of something. I
don't think so.
Where's Utah?
Not a fan of Utah.
You fan of the whole name, logo, design, all that stuff?
They should have kept it as the hockey club.
Really?
Yep. I felt the same way about Washington changing the Commanders. I like the Washington football team. They should have never changed it. Utah should have just been the hockey club. But they don't sell a lot of jerseys like that, Paul.
No,
so you guys slap that dopey Mammoth on a...
All right, so Utah 5-5-0 in their last 10.
They're not. They're an average mid hockey team. It's going to get smacked in Colorado tonight. That's a smash job for the Avalanche. Smash job.
I'm just kind of hoping, Utah, Colorado, maybe this hopefully turns into some sort of a rivalry down the road, similar to how Vegas is too. So there you go. Anyway, tons of puck. Get it in tonight because this is it for a while till we get back on the other side.
This is it.
Of Kris Kringle.
Elsewhere, you excited for bowl games? Did you watch the Potato Bowl yesterday?
No, I did not.
Okay.
I didn't.
Here's what I got for you. And this will be a whirlwind. Today, triple header of bowl games today.
All right.
Starting in about 40 minutes in Boca Raton, in Florida, with Toledo and Louisville. The Boca Raton Bowl. Give me Louisville. Western Kentucky and Southern Miss in the Nolans Bowl at 5:30.
Where are they playing that one? Is that the Super
Nolans? Yes, that's the Superdome.
All right, nice.
That's the Dome. Is where they're playing that. Be about 6 people there. This would be great. And then you've got the Scooters Coffee Frisco Bowl tonight at 9 between UNLV and Ohio, the Bobcats.
What's it called?
Scooters Coffee Frisco Bowl.
Oh, my God.
Give me UNLV minus the 6.5. I already told you tomorrow night, a tradition unlike any other on Christmas Eve, the Hawaii Bowl between Cal and Hawaii. Up, and away, over 50.5 in that game with Hawaii to win. Friday, another triple header. The Game Above Sports Bowl with Central Michigan and Northwestern.
Love the names of these things.
That's a 1 o'clock.
The Game Above?
The Game Above. Whatever. I don't know what that is.
The Game Above?
New Mexico and Minnesota in the Rate Bowl. Where the hell are they playing that one?
Rate Bowl?
The Rate Bowl. Oh, that's in Phoenix where the Diamondbacks play. They put that one in a baseball field. Late night, or not really late night, 8 o'clock, the Serve Pro First Responder Bowl with FIU and UTSA. A lot of letters. The Letters Bowl, they should have called it. Yeah. FIU and UTSA.
I agree.
In that game. Saturday, look at all these bowls. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 bowls on Saturday. The Military Bowl with Pitt and East Carolina.
Neither are
Buddy, the Pinstripe Bowl. We get you out to the Bronx on Saturday.
Who's playing on that
Clemson and Penn State.
Oh, that's not a bad game. Not a bad
Miserable day out.
Yeah.
It's going to be awful out there. Or it could interesting going to Fenway.
That's why they can't do the Winter Classic in Yankee Stadium because of that Pinstripe Bowl.
Hey, I know. They got a 20-year deal for that Pinstripe Bowl.
Lock it perfect in the Bronx.
Lock it up. Or you can go to Fenway and watch UConn and Army.
Fenway's hosting a bowl game?
This is like the 3rd or 4th year they've done it.
Really?
Yeah, the Fenway. The Wasabi Fenway Bowl.
Check that out. There's barely any room in that place.
They fit it in.
The football field in there.
You got the Pop-Tarts Bowl with Georgia Tech and BYU.
All right.
You got the Snoop Dogg Arizona Bowl with Miami of Ohio and Fresno State.
He's got his name on a bowl?
Snoop Dogg Arizona Bowl. Miami of Ohio and Fresno State.
The guy was on The Voice last week. He's got his name in a bowl. Snoop's doing all right, man.
Guys,
fair play to Snoop, man.
Yeah, it's just
wow.
That's it.
That's it. Bowl name after him.
North Texas and San Diego State in the New Mexico Bowl.
At least New Mexico's got something.
Virginia and Missouri in the Gator Bowl.
Gator Bowl.
And LSU and Houston in the Texas Bowl. All on Saturday.
All right.
What a slate of action for you this weekend in the bowls.
So, just to remind me here, all the bowl winners, they get a trophy?
There's usually a dopey trophy. Money. There's no money. They get a dope. That's why all these kids don't play. You get all these opt-outs and kids not playing in bowl games now.
That's a lot of bowl games.
Well, you got to remember, a part of the reason why a lot of these are on Saturday is because of where the dates are. Sunday there's NFL, so they're not going to play any bowl games on Sunday. Monday is Monday Night Football and all that. There's one game Monday afternoon. We'll talk about that then. Then there's a ton of games Tuesday, and then Wednesdays, obviously, there's tons of games on New Year's Eve. But just kind of how the schedule lays out this year, they smashed them all in on Saturday.
They give them something to put on the shelf?
Yeah, there's a big trophy. Yeah. Some of these guys, Pop-Tarts, you get the big Pop-Tart trophy.
All right.
So you got a lot of bowl games this weekend.
That's a lot of games. I didn't realize they had so many.
They got a lot.
But the main ones are the playoff games. So
The main ones are the playoffs, which we'll talk about next week because that is on Wednesday night and then all Thursday triple header on New Year's Day for all of that. So we have, man, I would have to say out of all these games, if anyone's looking for me to throw a pick out here, I love the over in the Hawaii Cal game. I like Army on Saturday in the Fenway Bowl. Basically, UConn's entire team left. Coach left. Players left. They've got some fourth stringer who was playing like flag football in the quad 2 months ago. That's playing quarterback for UConn in this game.
That's a joke.
I like Missouri in the Gator Bowl. I like the over in the Texas Bowl. There's a couple things I like this weekend, these bowl games. So you have that too. A lot of NBA tonight also. Now, the NBA doesn't do full shutdown like the NHL.
No.
They have games on Christmas Day, but they are not going to play tomorrow. No Christmas Eve. So they do give them off for that. And you know how I am with schedules. One thing I will bellyache about, at least the NHL, like, I guess it's because they have 3 full days off. Like, there's no team that's like on some long road trip that then has to stay on. NBA's got like the poor Pistons. They were in poor. Again, these guys make millions of dollars and stay in 5-star hotels. So maybe I should, I'm not trying to have, but they were in Portland last night to play the Blazers. They're in Sacramento tonight to play the Kings. And then they're in Utah Friday night to play the Jazz. Does that mean, Paulie, they can't go home for Christmas? They got to stay out? Or do you fly back to Detroit after the game tonight, enjoy Christmas, and fly back to Utah?
I don't know, man. That's a great
That's a
question.
logistical travel sports question that I just don't know.
I mean, obviously, these guys know this way in advance, so I'm sure they all make their plans around it. These are millionaire sports families, so if they have to shift their Christmas day, they shift it, I'm sure. I mean, how else is it going to be?
Right.
I mean, even in all sports, these guys all know their schedules, and they'll plot their vacations and their family time accordingly. So,
right.
I mean, the NHL doesn't have to worry about that. They all know where they're going.
They know what to do. Shut it down.
After the Kraken game tonight, boom. You'll just follow the Jets.
Everyone that just and they do give him a break here. Like, I'm so yeah. 1 second, Paulie. I had so if you notice, everyone's kind of in the same general region as they live. Seattle West Coast, Sharks right. West Coast, well, Alberta, boom, boom. Philly, Black, Chicago, not that bad. Nashville, Minnesota, Devils, Islanders, Caps, Rangers. And they've kept everybody kind of close.
Look at you pointing that out
to where they are.
Close.
Buffalo, Ottawa. Everyone's Montreal, Boston. They've kind of kept everybody. Dallas is really probably has the longest trip home from Detroit.
Go right out of Logan and straight to Sweden if you need to. As far as these international guys. That's a pretty good deal the NHL players have. It's not a bad deal.
All
right, good stuff. Well, there you go, man. There's lots of hoops and puck on tonight. And you've just blown my mind with the amount of bowl games there are. I never realized there were as many bowl games as they're slated.
I didn't know you didn't know that.
No, I mean, I just didn't know the amount. I mean, eight on Saturday, that's a crazy amount of bowl games. And mixed in with everything else that's going on. Well, good for the stadiums, I guess. And good for the people working at the stadiums to get a little work, Then these vendors will be open, some extra beer sales. And how's the broadcast on all that? They got a lot of on major networks and stuff? Or
for the bowls?
Yeah, they all buried.
All ESPN, ABC.
Yeah, okay.
ABC, ESPN has almost, I think there's only 2 bowl games now that aren't on either ESPN or ABC network. The Sun Bowl is still on CBS. And I think the Holiday Bowl is on Fox.
All right.
And I think other than that, which is so bizarre, those are the most 2 random bowl games for those networks to have. CBS has had the rolling hills of El Paso, the Sun Bowl forever, but ESPN, ABC has every other bowl game and all the college football playoff games. Although they produced those games on Saturday, but they were on TNT. But they were ESPN crews that did.
Imagine being the guy running the advertising for the ESPN ABC network, man. Setting up all those commercial stuff. A lot of money. Hey, real quick, speaking of the holidays, one more time here, just to let everybody know what's going on at Borrelli's here.
Oh,
The Christmas Eve party is tonight, 7 p.m. Live music by Logan Wally. And then after Logan, the Select is coming in here at 10 p.m. 2-for-1 pizzas, 2-for-1 entrees tonight for the great Christmas Eve party here at Borrelli's, 912 West Beach Street in Long Beach. Borrelli's will be open on Christmas Eve from 11 a.m. Sorry, 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. On Christmas Eve, and then open Christmas Day, 5 p.m. till late. Just the bar only. No food services here on Christmas Day. This weekend, lots of live music going on in between all the sports here at Borrelli's. Friday, Evan Carriga's here, and the Select on Friday night, 7 and 10 p.m. shows for those two guys respectively. On Saturday, Anthony Gallus here, and I believe that'll also be a 7 p.m. show on Saturday the 27th. Sunday, Current and company will be here as well for Sunday Fun Day. Always a great time here. All the football games on here at Borrelli's and live music. New Year's Eve party next week. We'll talk about this as well next week before we head out before the holidays ourselves here. But that's free admission next New Year's Day next week. New Year's Eve, I should say, with live music with The Lavish Life at 10 p.m. New Year's Day, Borrelli's will be open at 11 a.m. Live music with Joe Gunning at 1 p.m. So that's just kind of a little bit of what's going on for the next weekend here. Get down to Borrelli's and celebrate that. And next week we'll swing back into what's going on here in January and February again.
This Christmas Eve party tonight, that looks like the way to go. I mean, that is just incredible. I'd love to be down here for that tonight.
All right, man. Well, what time do you want me to pick you up?
No, we got 9:15.
Ooh, come on, we're wrapping presents, man.
I started last night.
Yeah,
I started last night, and we got a good amount done.
Yeah.
Because I'm tired of like every year we do it Christmas Eve. Like we got so many other things going on. Like we go to our parents' house, and it's like 11:30, and I'm like, what are we doing? I'm like, we need to work on it a little bit at a time before Christmas Eve this year.
People should do their Christmas shopping in August, to be honest with you.
I'm starting to feel that way. You know? Like it's like,
for example, I just
much.
for the heck of it drove by Costco after our show here yesterday.
Yeah,
just to see if I could swing in and
not you. You weren't gonna be able to do that.
Not one spot. And this is 2:00 in the afternoon
on Monday.
On a Monday, can't get into the place. I could have, but I would have had to park next town over.
I don't really like people or crowds of people. I don't like
throwing it down.
Just throwing. I know they're throwing it down. That's right. They really are. It's pretty amazing what goes on. That's for sure. Well, listen, everybody have a tremendous Christmas holiday. I'm glad we got these in early in the week this week.
Yeah.
I'm excited for all the games.
Yep.
Excited for all the games.
Yep.
Especially the ones after Christmas. I'm other than Cal in Hawaii on Christmas Eve. You could tell I have that game circled.
Yes.
I don't really care as much about, because I'm going to be doing stuff with the kids too. I got to have to, I'm sure there's new video games and there's all sorts of things that are going to be happening on Thursday that I've got to be involved with.
All part of being a dad.
And then I'll watch that Wasabi Fenway Bowl on Saturday.
I want to check out the Snoop Dogg Bowl, man.
Snoop Dogg Bowl.
I can't believe it.
Merry Christmas to all. Big thanks to Borrelli's.
Yes.
Great job by you, buddy.
You too.
As always, enjoy Christmas, you and the family, and everybody else. Thanks for watching. Enjoy Christmas. Enjoy a couple days off. Carver and Cuthbert, Go Sports Radio from Borrelli's Taproom in Long Beach on the island. We will see you back. Remember, change next week too. Monday and Tuesday again next week before New Year's. We'll be here same time, noon East, streaming in all your favorite places, or come down and day drink.
Lots of good stuff to talk about next week.
Lots of good stuff to talk about next week, as we'll have also those college football playoff games on the horizon as well. Merry Christmas to all, and to all, a good night. Go Sports Radio, Carver and Cuthbert from Borrelli's. See you next week.